He has incredible vocal control though, like the way that he is doing this, and you can see he's consciously putting in certain spots where he wants vibrato, certain spots where he doesn't want vibrato. It's not easy to do as a singer to shut it off and turn it on.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Hey, it's Adam Mishan here, singer-songwriter and vocal coach. Today we're going to be reacting to something a little bit different, Radiohead.
All bearing down on me, I can feel it.
So I really love those octave jumps where he's consciously cracking into his falsetto. Sounds awesome that way. Beautiful guitar riff as well. Really like this. One of my students actually recommended that I check this out. But you can definitely tell by what they're wearing and the decor in the studio, this is definitely the 90s.
If you want to see an uncut version of this video, check out the link in the description.
Wow, really beautiful mix there. So he's keeping that very pin straight. I love the notes that are held out straight tone can sometimes be much more difficult than a crazy vibrato on the note, and it also carries with it a certain amount of tension. So what vibrato does, it's a release of tension with obviously on the voice. What I mean tension is tension built up within the audience. When you have a straight tone, that straight tone is going to build up much more tension in your audience, them feeling this feeling of like sitting at the edge of your seat, that type of approach. So it's very different than vibrato. Vibrato comes to bring about a certain amount of relaxation in your audience. So what he's doing is just throwing in a little bit of vibrato at the end. If you're interested in learning more on how to sing, I created a resource that I wish would have been around when I was starting to sing. With the subscription I've created, you get access to all of the courses that I've created and more that are coming. You get access to all of my private lesson recordings that I have from other students so you can learn vicariously through them. And you get monthly one-on-one lessons with me. All of this is available for one low monthly price, and it's a very well-rounded approach to learn how to sing. Click the link down below to get access now. And then I love how he comes into it again, saying the same line, but very subdued. So he definitely has a very unique style to his singing. He doesn't over enunciate words. He keeps it all like very like mouth closed. And it's actually similar to the style that's been picking up in popularity now and a lot of pop music. But so you see like a lot of his vowels are very narrow to the point where he's almost like very little jaw movement, very little mouth movement, unless he's going for those high notes. For the high notes, he allowed his jaw to drop and his mouth to open. But it's very hard to pick out what he's saying. I mean, unless you already know what he's saying, it's very hard. Yeah, so even there, his jaw movement is not like he's keeping his mouth pretty closed, and that just seems to be his style. Not to the point where he's locking his jaw. That's where it would be a problem. If he tried to sing that, it just would all get trapped and tight. You have to allow the jaw to drop, and you can see, there's that type of jaw dropping happening. He has incredible vocal control though, like the way that he is doing this, and you can see he's consciously putting in certain spots where he wants vibrato, certain spots where he doesn't want vibrato. It's not easy to do as a singer to shut it off and turn it on all the time at will. It's so interesting. As I'm listening to this, I hear an upper harmony coming in. Not him actually singing it. In my mind's eye, I was like, oh, that would be a really great harmony to hear above that. So, that's kind of what I'm hearing above. It's not actually I want to clarify, it's not actually being sung in this recording. I'm just thinking about what would be a really cool harmony. he is definitely extremely expressive. So in the way that he's, number one, eyes closed, totally in the zone. I don't even think he's opened his eyes once this entire performance. So he's very zoned in with what's going on. And you could definitely tell that he's putting a lot of his emotion behind this. And there's a lot of this comes out in some of the style aspects of the way that he's singing and what he's singing specifically. You know, using a lot of vocal fry, using a little bit of vocal fry sound to add a little bit of more of a cry. Now it comes from him naturally, but it's an aspect that helps, it's a vocal quality that helps to bring out emotion in the voice. And I really love how he gets this amazing resonance. And I think a big part of it is how wide he's going on. Again, if you look at his mouth, he's really in this kind of smile position. Again, letting his top teeth show. That's necessary to bring out the full brightness of the voice. I don't think a lot of people realize how much he's really using a lot of compression. So compression is where you bring your vocal cords together very strongly, very firmly, and the full depth of the vocal cord comes in. So a non-compressed sound on what he's doing would be right? That would be falsetto, no compression. Very, very light. But what he's going is, he's really building up a lot of pressure. That pressure is compression. Bringing out a lot of that compression in the way he's doing that. So very, very cool. And that's actually one of the exercises that I work through with my students. So it's kind of like, it's cool how he's bringing that into the performance itself. So he's using his voice very effectively here. Amazingly supported. Sorry for stopping that in the middle. I'm going to back that up. But just hear the amount of support. So what I mean by support is he's using his lower abdominals, his pelvic floor, and his lower back to squeeze out the sound so that it doesn't fall out on his throat.
Radiohead!
Wow. And that's like the first time he opened his eyes the entire performance. That's crazy.
ねえ、素晴らしいパフォーマンスだったけども、彼らは実際今度また6月の終わりにこのライブのために来日します。その来日のスケジュールをちょっとご覧ください。
Okay, I think that's it. I don't think they're gonna be popping up on the screen anymore. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, check out that one. Check it out. You're gonna like it.